Yo, this is Eternal Plays Pokemon Violet, and what a long episode we had last time, but it was at least giving us something really nice, because as you can see, we have gotten Team Star's Fairy Crew badge. Now we only have one more Team for Starfall member to beat, which is Airy down here, and then we also have a Titan. I'm gonna go for these two soon. Before we do that, it's time to go back to school one more time before we go into the, should we say, the final parts of the main story game, which is of course the Victory Road, the aftermath of the Legends battles, and the aftermath of the Team Star battles, because there's going to happen some stuff after we've beaten all those. We need to brush up on our school lessons a bit. I think history lessons does really well, at least for what we can do. And we have to see how much we can do though, because part of the things you can do at school, it kind of depends how many objectives you've done and so on, so you can't do as much as you want, but hopefully you can do some stuff now. We'll see. Back to school. And then talk to the lady at the counter, and then we want to say we want to take on the history lessons number 6. Let's go. Let's go to this class, number 6. Hope we learned some new stuff today. Greetings, my little students. Whatever did yesterday is now a part of history. Today is our last class. Oh boy, okay. So I would like to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. One last time. In our last class, I taught you about Area Zero expedition of 200 years ago, correct? Alas, 200 years is not that long ago. Not that long ago at all. How unfortunate that our history lessons must march so inexorably towards the future. Would not be more adventure to march towards the past instead? To start from our present and study history in reverse? I think it would. So you agree with me, do you, Citano? However, I'm afraid I risk incurring the wrath of our dear director if I stray from the curriculum. I suppose I had no choice but to let the flow of time carry us towards the future. In this last class of ours, I shall fill your minds with the history of the Terrestrial phenomenon. The technology behind the Terror Orbs has origins in Area Zero. I just want to say, by the way, her hair twitching is making me crazy. Even after Area Zero expedition supposedly reached the crater's deepest depths, others continued to explore that area. And around 140 years ago, Pokémon cloaked in a mysterious light were discovered there. As you may have already guessed, these were in fact terrestrialized Pokémon. However, when those who discovered these Pokémon brought them out of Area Zero, the light faded, and the terrestrial phenomenon remained a mystery for quite some time. However, 10 years ago, might as well meet the present day, a certain someone you have definitely heard of unraveled this mystery. I've had the time to make eye contact, young Citano. Answer me this. What is the name of the famous professor who unraveled the terrestrial phenomenon's mystery? Now, of course, this depends on the version you play. Professor Heath, no one knows. Clavel is not a professor, he's a director. That means it has to be Turo. Correct! I think that you and you transfer to our academy will correctly answer his question. Now, of course, the question will be different if you play Pokémon Scarlet. You must be very diligent in your studies. Approximately 10 years ago, a professor named Turo unraveled the mystery of the terrestrial phenomenon. He discovered that the shining crystals down in Area Zero, or rather the energy they emit, is what causes Pokémon to terrestrialize. This led the professor to invent Terra Orb technology and try to develop a practical use for it. This technology was to share with both the Pokémon League and our academy. Rumor has it Director Clavel was one of the researchers on the professor's team. Alas, the story is much less exciting now that someone we all know appears in it. Modern history is truly dull, isn't it? That's all in my history classes. Our next session will be our final exam. bring the wonders of history in the forefront of your minds and preparation. And that exam we will take, for sure. I hope at least we can take it. Let's find out. We can. The final history lesson with Miss Ryford. We'll pass the exam. That would be bad if we've done all this stuff and we don't pass the exam. That would be kind of bad. Should be fine. Summon your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your minds and answer these questions. Question 1. What is the area within the great crater of Paldea called? Is it called the core area, area 0, or the crater area? We know that. The great crater of Paldea is called area 0. How many years ago was this academy founded? Was it 805 years ago, 806 years ago, and 807 years ago? So this one might be a bit one that's a tough one, because these are very close in years. The question was 805 years ago. Which one of these did not appear in the Paldean fairy tale about our 4 treasures? Was it a vessel, a folding fan, a set of tables, or a suit of beads? This will be part of the thing we're going to discover in the post-game. A vessel, a folding fan, a set of tables, and a set of beads. There's actually one more missing here, which is going to be a sword. That means it's because there are 4 treasures and the sword is missing here. So 1 is 4 is a fake. The fake one is the folding fan. Which Area 0 expedition member wrote the record of the team's activities? Was it Leaf, Thief, or Heat? This one might be interesting, so you might wonder, oh, hold on. Who is he? Who is Heat? It's kind of crazy, right? Like, who's Leaf? Ugh. No one knows, right? We don't know who that person is. Yeah, so it's Heat. None of the other things we mentioned. How many years ago did Professor Tur invent the Terra Orbs? Was it 20 years ago, 15 years ago, or 10 years ago? Remember what she said? She said about 10 years ago a certain professor called Tur did stuff, right? Yeah. Your time's up! Put your writing utensils down! You must excuse the last question, it's too shallow and ridiculous to be in the history test. But alas, the director forced me to include it. So that's our final exclamation. You may ask for your scores at school's front desk. It doesn't feel great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at the results. We'll get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm exams, and 4 questions correct to pass the final exams. And we did 5 out of 5! Yay! 100%! That's a passing score. Congratulations. We try for us to give you the reward to any students who pass the exam. Get 5 EXP candidates medium. Keep doing your best. If you want to do class now, you can see that now. You can see the history lesson is now gone. You can revisit a class if you want to, but we can't take it anymore. Which is unfortunate. But at least by doing the class, we can see now we had the completed class, so that's cool, right? Check if there's anything else to do here. I don't think so. It's not good. I hope they fix the Pokemon game. Look at the people like disappearing and coming in again. It's just a problem with the game. I don't like it, but what can we do about it really? There's not much we can do either. People disappearing and they're off one on again. It's just so bad. I hope they fix it, because the technical issue is causing this Pokemon game to feel a bit more, I won't call it lackluster, but it kind of feels like the quality is rounded down a bit. But what can we do? Not much, I guess. Let's see. Just gonna double check. Something else we've been missing right now. I don't think there is. Let's see. We've done pretty much everything there is to do right now. Just gonna double check. No, I don't think so. So yeah, we can take more classes if we want to. We have like battle class and other classes we can do as well. We can do home easy classes. We can do other kind of cool classes. There's a lot of classes we can do, so could try that. I don't know how much time do we have. Yeah, we only have a lot of time. Can we do one more? We can try some new classes. We've got math classes, language classes, art class, home EC class. We have a lot of classes we can take. So let's see. Yeah, let's do the home easy class, just to try it something else. With Mr. Saguaro. Let's try something else. I see, we have some energetic young ones in our class this time around. You may call me Mr. Saguaro. Time here with me will be spent obtaining knowledge and skill independently for daily life. Many of you are left to care of your parents to live here on your own in academy dormitory. I pray that knowledge I impart to you will improve the quality of lives and the necessity thereof. Food, clothing, and shelter. Of these three categories, I assume the most pressing and interesting for you all is food. When you eat sandwiches on your picnics, the HP of your Pokemon party will be restored. You also gain something called meal powers, which can provide all manners of benefits. For example, these powers can make Pokemon easier to catch, or increase the EXP points that your Pokemon receive. I think you also find that the breadth of these effects can be expanded by crafting sandwiches of superb flavor. What's more, there's certain something that is particularly important if you wish to receive meal powers with even more helpful effects. Let me see. Master Citano, tell me, what must you keep in mind to receive even more helpful meal powers? My choice of fillings and condiments, how fast I can prepare food, I have to remember to put my heart into it. I'll take your choice, I guess. Perfectly correct, Master Citano. Perhaps you were already aware of this fact from having helped your family with cooking at home. Your choice of ingredients, including both fillings and condiments, is an important factor in gaining even more helpful meal powers. For example, using sweet ingredients in your sandwiches may help you getting egg power. Including numerous bitter ingredients, on the other hand, can gain you item drop power. Learning to aim for specific effects when crafting sandwiches will almost certainly make your culinary endeavors more enjoyable. Please be aware, however, that you can also receive meal powers by eating at restaurants. I must say that I will feel the utmost joy if you all learned so much here in my class and came to better understand home economics. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. That was kinda cool, I guess. Alright, so let's see this go out. It's a bit dark here. Maybe we should go back into school again. How much time do we have? 50 minutes. We could maybe do one more lesson. Try maybe math lesson or language lesson. Yeah, you can do that. Because I think the thing I was looking for is not available yet. That's fine. So we can also do math, languages, or art. Let's try languages, actually. With Mr. Salvatore. So let's do the language lesson, and then we'll call it for today. Then head back to the battle sections with our legendary Pokemon and the Team Star base to take on. My dear students, how are you all today? Feeling good, I hope? Je m'appelle Salvatore. My name is Salvatore. Merci beaucoup. That is, thank you very much for your attention here in my class. I'm so heureux, or happy, for this chance to re-experience my younger days with you all. Do you know what Salvatore means? It means savior. Just imagine here to save you from spooky new languages. Ha ha ha. Funny, no? That's right. My class will teach you about the various languages from different regions. You may say good morning or hello as a greeting. The people from elsewhere may say bonjour or salut. I heard even popular streamers out there smash several languages together and say hello, hello, hola, ciao, and bonjour. There are so many regions out there in our world, and each can have their own unique language. Gracias, merci, zizi, arigato, danke. These are all the same meaning. Can you guess what it is? So gracias, I think it's thanks in Spanish. Merci is thanks in French. Zizi, I think it's thanks in Chinese. Maybe I pronounced that wrong. Arigato is thank in Japanese. And danke is thank you in German. I know all that. It means thank you. Wow, Zidana, was it? Bravo, that's correct. And speaking up is important in language learning too. Gracias, merci, zizi. These words all mean thank you. I guess some of you probably all knew at least one of those. Despite meaning the same thing, the length and sounds are all different. Isn't that interesting? And now propose on nothing. Let me give you all one wise word of advice. When you travel abroad, you try to speak the local language as much as you can, even if you can't speak it very well. I'm sure your willingness to try to make the people you meet très heureux, very happy. Honestly, from my experience, just being able to say hello, delicious, and thank you in the local language will get you pretty far. For everything else, just pretend you're Mr. Mime and gesture away. Oh, there's that pesky bell. Guess that's all for time you have for today. Well, adios, matane, la prochaine. See you later, everyone. So adios is Spanish for goodbye. Matane is goodbye in Japanese. And a la prochaine, I guess, is for goodbye in French. Probably spelled that wrong, so sorry, French people listening. My French is bad. But what it says, though, is really accurate, though, because I tried to study Japanese, and he has a point. I was in Tokyo this year, and it did kind of feel like if you try to do some of the local words, Japanese would be like, "Ah, Nihongo ga jouzu desu ne," which means, "Oh, your Japanese is good," and you're like, "Yeah, thank you, arigato gozaimasu." Like, my Japanese is actually really bad, so I'm just some words. But hey, they're just being kind to you, being positive. Japanese people are so nice. I really like Japanese people. You Japanese people watching, I like you. You're very nice. Speaking of what was nice though, is our next objective. So, now that these lessons are done, we can now undergo a special event in the post-game after we've done the end game. So to get to the end game, we have to do two more things, which would be the Titan and then defeat a Team Star base. After that, we can access the end game. Then after beating the end game, we can go to the post game. And we beat in the post game. That's when we can have some real fun stuff, including a special event that we just now unlocked by doing all the history lessons. What do I mean by that? You will find out, because it's a very cool thing. But we need to start somewhere, and what's next is here and here. And the next objective will be this one. The last of the Titans. So at the northwest of Paldea is the Castle Royal Lake. He'll find the Path of Legends Castle Royal Lake, the search of the false dragon Titan. What is a false dragon Titan? What does that even mean? A false dragon? Confused? Probably. Let's fly to Medley at least. That's the one closest. So next episode we're going to explore a bit areas around Castle Royal Lake. And after that we're going to go to the lake and find the Titan. And hopefully not some fearsome Titan, because Dragon Titan sounds like a very dangerous foe. And since this is the last Titan as well, probably is a very strong Pokemon. We'll have to wait and see. We'll see though. Next episode is that Titan. Once we've taken care of the Titan and see what it is, then we're gonna fight it and probably beat it and get that last badge with Arven. Hopefully get some cool ability for our dear friend Miraidon. And then it's off to the last Team Star base, and then we will go to the end game, which is really, really cool in my opinion in this game. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on social media. That's great for now. See you guys next time as my journey in Pokemon Violet continues.